Congratulations on making it to workshop 2 of your research presentation. This workshop will start with step 5, which is generating your main ideas. So you are going to make each main idea the title of a slide, and you're going to write each of these main ideas like a topic sentence. So you have 2 strategies that you can use to create these main idea statements, these topic sentence like things, because there are 2 methods for creating topic sentences. So we're going to make these just the same as we would a topic sentence. Right? The first method is to use your thesis statement to write all 3 of your topic sentences, and the second method is to use your create topic sentences by turning each of your smaller or subtopic questions into a statement. So to show you the first method, I'm actually going to have to use a different sample than I have been using for the rest of these videos because the Generation Z topic is just, the thesis is just not set up in a way that allows you to use this method. However, I will demo with the Generation Z topic for the second method of creating topic sentences. So let's start with the first method. First method is to use your thesis to write all 3 of your topic sentences. So we're going to start by going to the topic guide and copying the thesis that is there. So I'm copying social media use has many effects on the social interactions, well-being, and futures of teens. Now I am going to go to my presentation slides and I'm going to click on my introduction slide and I'm going to go to the slide menu and add a new slide. So now I have the space to put my first main idea. So I'm going to press Control, Shift, and V. Okay, and to paste my thesis, and now I'm going to turn this thesis into a statement of one main idea. So right now, this actually contains 3 ideas because it's identifying 3 areas of effects: social interactions, well-being, and futures. So since this is the first main idea, we're going to get rid of everything except for the first type of effect. We're going to keep just social interactions. So we have social media use has many effects on the social interactions of teens, is how that finished. Okay, so that one is done. Now I can go to the slide menu and insert a new slide, and I can Control Shift V to paste it without formatting into my title. And now I want to start by getting rid of the subtopic that I've already used, the social interactions. I used that on the last one. And then, so now I have well-being and futures. I can only talk about one of these things. This is the second point, so I want to talk about the second thing. So I'm going to be talking about well-being. So I'm going to get rid of the comma and the word and futures. Okay, now I have social media use has many effects on the well-being of teens. Excellent. Now, lastly, we are going to create one more new slide. And just like with the others, we're going to paste the thesis without formatting. And this time we want the last thing. We have social interactions as 1, well-being is 2, and the third is futures. So we're going to get rid of all the other junk. And now we have social media has many effects on the futures of teens, and we have completed our third main idea statement and are finished with this step. So that is the make topic sentence or main idea statements from the thesis. Now I'm going to show you how to make topic sentences or main idea statements from the 3 smaller questions that tell you what to focus on in your body paragraphs. So we are going to start by going to our presentation, and we're going to go ahead and get a slide ready. So I'm going to click on the introduction slide because I want the slide to be after the introduction, and I'm going to go new slide. Okay, and remember I had changed the font to be a more readable font, so I'm going to change my font here. And now I'm going to go to my topic guide so I can see my smaller questions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select one of the smaller questions, the first one, and I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going to go back to the slide presentation, and I'm going to Control-Shift-V to paste it without formatting. Now I need to get rid of the things that make it a question. So I'm going to get rid of the question mark, replace it with a period, and I'm going to get rid of the question word, which is how. Now I have significant events and technological developments influenced Generation Z. So this have is kind of making it sound questiony, but that's not part of the question. It just means that I need to move this someplace else. So I'm going to take it out from here, and now I'm going to try reading it again. Significant events and technological developments influenced Generation Z. Have influenced Generation Z would work, so I'm going to put the have there, and I'm going to capitalize the S for the beginning of the sentence, and now I have my first main idea statement. Fantastic. Now we're going to create a new slide. I have to fix my font so it's readable. And now I'm going to go back to the topic guide and get my second question. So now I have the question. I paste it without formatting, Control-Shift-T. Now I have the question, what new or worse problems does Generation Z face? So I'm going to go ahead and turn my question mark to a period, and I'm going to get rid of my question word, what. Now I have new or worse problems and challenges does Generation Z face? Ooh, does is a question word too. I need to get rid of that. So now I have new or worse problems and challenges Generation Z face. Well, face is our verb. We have to have a verb somewhere in between these things. So it would make most sense, or in Generation Z is the one facing whatever it is. So it seems like it makes the most sense to then move this to the front of the sentence. So now I have Generation Z face new or worse problems and challenges. If I add an S to face to make it faces, then I have Generation Z faces new or worse problems and challenges, and I have a sentence that makes sense, and that is complete. So now we have to do our third main idea slide. So I'm going to set it up just like I did the others, making a new slide, changing the font, and now I'm going to go and grab my last question, which is how does Generation Z think or act differently than other generations? I'm pasting it without formatting again, Control-Shift-V. I'm going to get rid of that question mark, add a period, and get rid of the question words, both how and does. Now I have Generation Z think or act differently from other generations. Oh, think or act, that is not proper grammar. We need subject-verb agreement, so we need to change it to thinks or acts. And I'm probably going to be talking about both of these, so I'm going to say thinks and acts, and then I am done. So that is the second method of creating main idea statements. So you can choose whatever method you want, but you want to get those main idea statements in as titles on 3 different slides, and then you'll be ready to move on to the next step. All right, see you soon.